Welcome back to the Final Fantasy Tactics Solo Temple Knight Challenge, brought to you by Tandy, makers of such fine products as the Tandy Skin Mark Enhancer. General threatening to send you to the front line? Prove your immense physical cowardice with the Tandy Skid Mark Enhancer. Tandy, products for every occasion. Alright, hey guys, how you doing? Alright, so, as I said, I did the leveling up, got to 39. That was enough level to basically use every random drop except for the mantles, which are at 49 and 50, so I figured I wouldn't go that far. For the most part, Runeblade is going to stay. Until we get the Excalibur, Ice Brand might work with Elemental Enhancer as doing more raw upfront damage. Because really, Runeblade is not that far. It's not that far ahead. It's 1 point more damage, and sure, it's got plus 2 MA, but that's really only about plus 1% on our spells to go off. Crystal Shield is pretty good, but we still have the Aegis, Flame, and Ice Shields for varying occasion. Aegis, of course, being good at blocking magic, and the Flame and Ice Shields just plain old absorbing ice and fire. Crystal Helmet, as I said, there's no alternative. Robes are probably the biggest area where we'll vary. Crystal Mail, right now we're wearing the light robe. This is the best robe you can get. I'll be getting in this challenge. Conversely, the best armor is going to have 35 more hit points, but 50 less health. 50 less MP, I should say. Personally, I don't really think it's worth it. That 50 MP is about 2 petrifies. So and 2.5 shocks. That's a huge drop, and I don't think we really want it just for the extra 35 HP. But still, it's there in case we need it. We're already familiar with the white robe. For the relatively low cost of minus 25 HP and 16 MP, we'll gain half damage of fire from fire, lightning, and ice. And lastly, at a little bit more HP and a little bit less MP than the white robe is the black robe, which gives us bonus damage with fire, lightning, and ice. For the most part, the black robe's really only going to be useful before we get the Excalibur, as it'll cause our Ice Brand to do a lot more damage. In fact, why don't we try it out this mission, just for fun? It's not that much less HP and MP than the light robe, but it'll give us some extra physical attack power, which could be well used. So, let's give it a try out and see what we go with. For the most part, though, we'll probably switch between these four somewhat freely, although the black robe will almost certainly go once we get Excalibur. While the Ice Brand will still do more upfront damage when enhanced, and you get an ice drop than the Excalibur. Excalibur is permanent haste, which means I'll be able to hit people twice for every single Ice Brand hit, and frankly, that's the most power you can get. But for now, the Ice Brand and the black robe have a role apart, so let's give those two a try out. See where we go from there. All right, so this battle, we've got to protect Ola. This is on a challenge run. This is one of the most RNG battles. On the other one hand, you have to protect Olin, which is a pain in the butt. And frankly, as we've established, Temple Knight's really better at biding his time. Basically, carefully getting down to a place where he can just finish shocking off everybody. It's not a really good way to, well, protect guests. So I don't know how well this is going to work out. Basically, it depends on how often he uses Galaxy Stop and how well it affects the enemies. Overall, though, this battle is just going to be reset until everything works. I don't see too much of a problem here. Again, the next real big problem mission I think we have is Yardau Fort City, as we have to protect Rafa against a bunch of enemies that are almost custom-tailored to assassinate her. Yeah, I wonder what would happen. I don't think this is a battle that dislikes guests. I'm not certain. Some of those battles just don't like the non-Ramza sprites. Alright, so he's starting off with an attack, which is bad for us. Is it just me, or did that book hitting the guy sound like someone was calling him on the phone? Yeah, whatever. Alright. Yeah, unfortunately, enemies are faster than me. Them and their not having to wear armor and robes. That's something at least, but now there's two guys up there attacking him. I think we're going to have to make a beeline to try to petrify the people on the roof. Chemists, I think we're just going to focus on straight up killing people because of those chemists. So I'll try to petrify people on the roof and then start words. Alright, that's not enough to kill her. We can get within petrifying range. And then we'll just start shocking enemies as we go by. The enemies are fairly weak here, so we don't have to lose that much HP before we start moving into shock territory. No, she didn't try to steal my heart, so she probably doesn't have it. And these guys have 100% hit rates with their guns, so... There we go. Alright. He's down. Ow. This is going to make Grog Hill actually pretty hard as well. Or maybe not, because sure, we won't be able to dodge the guns, but with enough time, we'll just be able to shock them to death. And we might be able to dodge everybody else, so... From now on, chemists with guns are going to be a top priority, because they can attack me from way too far away with guaranteed hits. They can hit me from back there? Oh. Why is she standing there? Why didn't she move somewhere where she could hit me? I don't know. Mo? That's the name you're going with, baby. Mo. Alright. Never float your metaphorical boat, I guess. Mo. Hold on a minute here. Get down! Bad pop-ups! Bad! Alright. I don't think there's any way for... You can get up there, I think. Because he doesn't seem to wanting to be using Galaxy Stop. Okay, so he has Germinus Boots. However, most people can't get up there any other way, so if I stand on that tile, I can prevent further people from getting up there. What the heck spell is he using? I was distracted. Okay. Let's see what Mr. Breaksword has to say. 77. 66. 49. Now, best chance, even if it's a bit of a waste of his lost HP so far. We need to protect the Olins. Better yet, that's going to stop Olin from going anywhere but the roof, so once I can stand in the way of everyone else jumping there, there won't be any problems. But yeah, we are starting to get to the point, especially with the better robes, where we can just start spending a lot. Ah, crap. Oh dear. This could be problematic. Please hit me, Olin. Please use Galaxy Stop. Please do something useful! Oh god, we're boned. Okay, so I might have to make dealing with the thieves top priority, because... yeah, now I can murder the crap out of Olin. I don't think this is going to end well. Of course, this wouldn't be a problem, Olin, if you used fucking Galaxy Stop. Oh well, at least it doesn't have a good... it succeeded. And it weakened my shock. This is terrible. Oh well. Could have used shock on him, that would have been worse, but I'm guessing maybe the computer doesn't know how to handle shock. Bitch, I thought you loved me! Women, they're always after your stuff. All they care about is your wallet. Yeah, I know, I'm still charmed. Thank you! Good, it succeeded. I actually have a rather annoyingly low hit rate with that. Alright, good. Ah, fudge. Ah, good. Yeah, I'm going to start. Alright. Dead. Just in case he needs to go and, I'm going to turn my back on it because it's not going to stop the guns or physical attacks or charms or anything. But if she does charm me, Olin will have an easy shot at uncharming me. So we should be getting to the realm where we can start cleaning up with shock. Yeah, I think I'm going to clean her clock. We'll just save CT here since there's no reason to move now that we've got 2 shocks left. Turn back again in case Olin's needs. If we take another hit or so, we should have enough to clean up. Crap. Olin, hit me! For the love of God, hit me. Oh, now you want to use Galaxy Stop. Seriously, Olin, what is your problem? Thank God the AI doesn't know how to use shock, because I'd have lost now. Still, it knows how to run me out of MP. So there goes my second stop. Shock. I've never seen him to be so stubborn about using Galaxy Stop. Okay, so we've got the thief, so once I stop being charmed, we should be a-okay. Hit me! You suck. I swear, he's calling up these people with his book phone. Can I get reach of him? Crap, I can't. So yeah, there goes the last of my MP for a, and hit him. Poop. So I can't shock anymore. That's a bit shocking. And Olin's only got 1 attack left. Run, Olin! Oh, hey. It's not going to save him, I guess. But he's going to run now, right? Run! Okay, good. He's hiding. I can't reach that guy. Alright, so I can disable someone with a chicken if they got low enough brave. Okay, that guy, but he's too far away. What options do I have? She's still got Don't Act, so that's not an issue here. We'll just save CT. Oh crap, she doesn't have Don't Act anymore. Fortunately. And that's why we brought the Ice Brand with the Black Robes. Extra sword damage. Alright, stay behind cover, damn it. Oh no, he's potioning himself up. He can take a gunshot now. I should be fine. I mean, it's the end of the world as I know it, but still. Mo. Seriously, girl, did your mother hate you? Alright, so considering how badly Olin acted and how often I got charmed, that went fairly well. Alright, next battle's against that priesty dude. Don't know if we'll go all the way to the end of the book storage. That might be a bit long. But on the other hand, if we're not having too much trouble, can't hurt to do it. But we've taken 15 minutes so far already. Well, less than that, really. That's what my timer's displaying, but there's going to be stuff I'm going to cut. Still, we'll see where we go with this. I might leave off after the fight with the 3 Dragoons and the Time Mages and the Cleric. That's another one of my favorite fights. It's a good balanced fight. First time you fight Lancers, they're very heavily armed, can attack you from 2 spaces away. They've got the jump command, which is a bit of a pain. They're basically improved knights in every way. Anything a knight can do, a dragoon can do better. Except maybe break the sword of people, but really, in all honesty, you can just kill them. By the way, if you never try an SCC before, try one with Dragoon. Your passive ability causes you to get re-raised. Your reaction ability causes you to get re-raised, which brings you back from the dead, which makes you kind of pseudo-invincible. Combined with the fact that you're constantly jumping in, well, it's kind of ludicrously awesome. I actually tried it, but I gave up a little bit of the way through because it was so gosh darn easy. Same could be said of ninjas. Ninjas and Lancer SCCs, with a full party of 5, they're actually easier than a regular playthrough of the game because the class is just too good. Hey Zelbag, how's it going? I swear I'm not going to hold that run against Zombag against you, because this time I'm going to have the Excalibur, and I will be able to outpace your... I don't know any of the attributes of your ass, so I can't give you, you know, some kind of bony ass, fat ass. I can't get a good enough look. Zalbag, for this insult to work, I'm gonna need you to show me your ass. Just turn around. I don't trust... It's not that I don't trust your flesh. I haven't seen your flesh. That's what I'm asking. Ugh, fine. That's the way it's gonna be. I'm gonna have to strip you naked after you're a zombie. How do you like that? Oh yeah, we're gonna have the bridge fight, too. I guess one right before Sid. Still, I am rather... If there's one thing I'm looking forward to in this challenge, is that the end game's gonna be a lot easier. The point up to you get... Right around the time you get Excalibur is when the game starts to get silly difficult. And, no, I should make a save state. And it's kind of gets frustrating at that point, so... when I have a chance to get, when I do it with Excalibur, it's gonna make things a lot easier. Just that permanent haste. The damage isn't actually all that great. It's, I think it was about... With the Brave I have, it's gonna have an effective weapon power 15.5, which is better than the Rune Blade. But, yeah, just permanent haste. It allows me to, you know, jump at an enemy, stab him, run away, do all sorts of cool stuff to keep combat where I need it to be. And what's best is having it at the start of battle means that I'll definitely take an action before everybody else in every single occasion. And in many occasions, depending on the enemies I'm fighting, I might be taking my second action before they get there first. So when you just cast haste on yourself at the start of the battle, everyone else has got their CT all the way up, and it's not going to stop that. But having that extra action from the beginning is also really going to help positioning. My initial positioning is not going to be that big of a deal because of it. I'll still have to deal with all those instant kill spells, and especially since I have to pretty much... I can't get any of the resistances in my helmet or armor. I have to dedicate my accessory slot just to avoid the insta kills. But, should go a lot more interesting, a lot better, a lot smoother, not, you know, cause me extreme stress or anything. I don't know, I never kept track of this part of the story. I never, like, understood kind of what happens with the Zalmo subplot. I don't know. It seemed to be just a number of editions where it's like, oh, hey, now you need to have a fight. What the heck was it? 4? Okay, 5 and 3. That's... Yeah. Alright. Just, get down to business. Pretty sure I can't petrify him. So in all reality, since this is an assassination fight, and I'm kind of amused because this is kind of how a bunch of assassination fights are going to be, is keep within 8 tiles of the boss, let myself get hit, finish them off with a shock. That is going to be a bit amusing. Basically, as long as I can get low without getting killed. Now, if only I had a focus sash, that'd be a lot easier. Okay, good. Oh yeah, this is just a taste of the power that is to come. Re-raise isn't terribly useful until I have a, unless I have a guest in the party, though. So that's not going to come up too often. Ah, shucks. I'm going to soften them up. That and a single sword hit should do the trick, but... Oh, if you want to come to me... Rejected. Oh no, a rock! I'm so terrified. They are getting experience like crazy with how much higher level I am than them. Can I go now? Please. I'm bored. Thank you. Oh wow, he's rather resilient. But hey, I got to drop ice on his head. That's actually the only time extra MA is going to come up. But my only source of MA is going to be the Wizard's Robe, which is not as good as the Black Robe for these purposes, the Rune Sword, which means I'm not using the Ice Brand, and the Wizard Mantle, which isn't that bad, but if we ever get around to the fact that once we start getting better robes, it's just not going to come up. Better mantles, I should say. I actually hasted. I did not, like, take 2 turns. And don't potion him, hit me! Hit me! I'm a masochist, apparently. Alright, that's not going to be enough. Can't put to sleep. So, let's just keep physically attacking him. Ah, crap. Come on, I'm holding my CT and I've got haste. Why am I not double turning you? I'm higher level than you too, so even if you're wearing like flash hats or something, I should still be on even footing. Okay, good. He's hitting me, so my shock does more damage, and I got a counterattack on him for a respectable amount of damage. Alright, they just need to rack up a few more points on me. Good. I don't think I can buy crystal shields yet. That would have to be a reset. God darn it, Knights. Seriously, do I actually have haste? What is wrong with this? I'm saving CT and I'm not outspeeding them. This is not how this game works. Let's see, speed 7, speed 8, and haste. What the hell? Whatever. That should hopefully be enough to get him to retreat. There we go. Where did everybody else go? Okay, fine. Zalmo had a teleport ring. Why did everyone just fade to... Was I fighting holograms this whole time? Why didn't they have, like, a big letter H on their forehead, though? How am I supposed to know that they're holograms if they don't have the letter H on their forehead? Everyone knows that. Alright, so, we got the nice fight coming up next against the Lancers and whatnot. Like I said, that's a good fight. I have to kill everyone, whereas the next 2 fights after that are assassination battles, so... I think I will do the whole set, because those are going to be really quick. Because as long as if I have more HP than them, then yeah, Shock pretty much wins it for me right off the bat. It's really just a matter of balancing stuff. But yeah, physical attacks are doing pretty good damage now because of Ice Brand and the Black Robe, so I think I'll stick with that for the time being. The alternative is to get a little bit more HP or MP or elemental resistance in exchange for less power. So, it's not that big of a deal for the most part. Now then, actually, have we unlocked better robes yet? Elf mantles. Aha. And Germinus boots. Don't know how often we're going to use Germinus boots, but probably only whenever we need the extra jumps. Looks like a bunch of new accessories and things that were topped off and everything. Alright. Slip on our new outfit. Extra 7 points of evasion. Not a lot, but it'll do. A little less ice drop damage, but it's not exactly why I'm in the... Daravon, what are you doing here? Get out. save. Now, if you're playing War of the Lions, I believe right there is when you meet the hero of the Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced games. Personally, I find those games a bit underwhelming. By no means are they bad, but they don't really live up. The race lock classes is kind of problematic. They don't have... I can't remember, they either don't have movement abilities or they don't have support abilities. They basically replace it with like limit breaks, which come up so rarely that it's not really all that important. So you basically lose an ability slot. But most importantly, they don't have the simplistic attributes, and the gear is less... Gear tends to be more about raw stats, rather than offering you choices between secondary options, more MP, special effects, better attributes rather than better HP and MP. Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, you pretty much equip the best sword you have, and well, that's the end of the discussion. Again, by no means a bad game, it's just not very well, it doesn't really follow up too well. The Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2 is a bit better, though it still suffers from some of the same problems. It just enhances them. I really hated the law system in those games. It really brought nothing to... The laws were usually not that bad, but sometimes they were absolutely obnoxious, and they didn't really bring anything good to it. You'd think it'd be like a challenge run, but the thing is you never get to pick the laws, and it's entirely possible for some of the laws to just completely shut you down. You know, you can find, you know, at the later games, some of the laws are like, you know, certain races cannot act, so some of your characters are basically completely worthless. It's just not a good system. And then there's the fact that it's not optional. I like my challenge runs, but I choose to do them, and I choose what challenges I run. There's a reason why I'm not doing, say, solo Thief. Because Thief wouldn't be fun, it'd just be way too much relying on Steel Heart to work. And admittedly, to some extent that would be fun, but there really wouldn't be much to say, and it would be just very heavily luck-based. I actually got a solo Thief challenge on my phone copy of War of the Lions right now, which is pretty good. That's going pretty funny, because I just win every battle by charming everybody. But, you know, in the end, that really is all there is to it. I charm everybody. Okay. So, 4, 3, 2, 1 source, so I can try to get at him. Let's see what people's break chances are here. Very good. Non-existent. Crap. Well, let's get rid of the guy who can heal him. Alright, no one can make a physical attack at me from behind, so might as well face forward. Okay, so these guys got too much HP. They're going to be really hard to sword kill. I have to hit them probably 2 times at least, maybe 3 times. So I think we're going to try to petrify these guys. If we can, work our way down to get at the Time Mages and beat them to death. In fact, for this reason, I think I might stop using the Ice Springs. Well, it does do good damage. Just too many enemies are really hard to sword kill. Basically, anything that could be sword killed, I can sword kill without the Ice Brand. So otherwise, I'm just waiting for a chance to shock them. Well, we'll see how much damage we do. Still see here. That's actually pretty respectable, but it's still not enough. So 57, 41. Yeah. Can't get moving downstairs just yet. Let's go and see what this guy's... It's worth it to try him. Okay, so he's got high faith. And neutral Zodiac. If we do that, it'll bring me down to 3 shocks left, which is enough, which will be enough to clean up everybody but 1 unit. Alright. So, I think we'll just take these slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. We'll see if we can't get some hits off while we're waiting. And then... yeah. Ah, crap, they got 100% hit rate with jump. I forgot about that. That is going to be somewhat problematic. Okay. He's got very low HP. Proc, dang. At the very least, that'll get him to start running away. So if he doesn't have a very long-range jump, he won't be able to make any progress on me. He'll leave me alone. Good. I don't need hasted knights, that's my job. Counterattacker for the win. Aww. Okay, we should be able to start shocking enemies now. And it's that guy who can just jump on me. So, I think we need to start applying our shocks now. Can we shock him to death? No, we can't. We can't actually shock anybody to death except maybe this guy. Which, admittedly, is looking like a good idea. Not entirely certain what he's planning, but let's not let him plan it. I probably could have sword killed him, but better to save CT. That guy's harmless. He's just gonna sit in the corner. He can't jump on me. Maybe he can, but it's not gonna come up too easily for him. Okay, so I've got 2 more shocks left. Okay, so I can get behind him. God damn it, ice shield. Okay, what's your brave? Ah. Not a great chance, but let's give it a shot. There we go. Bark, bark, chicken! Okay, so he's got 5 brave. He is effectively gone from this battle. Just does not have the resiliency. Still has his shield though, so I can't do anything but shock or petrify him, which is somewhat problematic. You see, just to be on the safe side. Does he still get treated as... Okay, this is another reason why I think I'm going to stick with, okay. I probably should just try to petrify him. I had good enough odds. Not even a 59. I had good enough odds, and it was the only way he was going to go down short of a shock. You know what? Open up my back. I used to... Okay, and this is the ultimate reason why we're going to drop the ice brand. He's not going to be able to kill me with 1 more lance hit. I need a little bit more damage taken. So, tell me in the comments, who was yelling at me that these guys had ice shields and I should put away the goddamn ice brand? Probably more of you than I'd really like to admit. Okay. Go. Alright. So So I might need 2 shocks to finish him off, but that'll be fine. Yeah, we've got a crystal there to replenish our... you don't have an ice shield, do you? No, you don't. Good. So I could shock him to death. Oh, jeez. 8 HP away from instant killing him. Let's head towards that, crystal. We could drain the rest away. Better to get it than let them get it. Alright, so this one went fairly simple, although it did get annoyingly complicated. Now they're actually going to start coming back towards me. Yeah, nick me so that I have enough damage to shock that other guy. Dang it! You suck at your job. Fine, I'm just gonna have to drain him. Hey, like that. Your soul is mine? His soul is not mine. Good thing he's doing it from a range, because... oh, wait, counterattack was neutral. I won't use the ice elemental, so it's that. Will you just die already? Thank you! Alright, so, off comes the ice brand! We'll just save that for when we need it. Otherwise, I think we'll stick with the, because White Robe's gonna be better when we're taking a lot of elemental damage. That might come in handy when we go to Yardo, actually. Because we've got the summoners and the ninjas using their elemental balls, possibly. Otherwise, most of the time, we can actually make short work of most people that do elemental damage, because they have to charge up their skills, and then we can just rush in halfway through and stab them to death. Or petrify them, or shock them, or whatever. So we're not going to take it too often. So I don't see the White Robe coming up too easily. But on the other hand, the White Robe isn't a huge decrease in power. Yeah, it's 25 less HP and 16 less MP. So, I mean, if it reduces 1 elemental damage, it's probably going to be worth it. But how often is that actually going to happen? Anyway, we're all set here. Save state. Let's go to our next fight. So now we've got to fight Islud. Again, this is an assassination battle. Only have to kill him. It should be pretty cake to just absorb damage and shock him. If we haven't taken enough damage, if we haven't taken any meaningful damage, we'll just use drain. Actually, I'm starting to think in assassination battles, I don't need that much MP. But more HP basically means I can survive longer and have more potential shock damage. So I'm starting to think I might want to wear Crystal Mail for assassination battles rather than the Light Robe. Oh. I think I forgot how this battle... I actually am really sad about this battle, because this looks like a really cool arena. But in the end, because of the nature of the fight, all you ever do is fight in that bottom right corner. So you never really get to enjoy the rest of this battle and everything it entails, because it looks like it'd be fun if you actually got to fight here. We don't really want to defend, because we kind of want to take some damage trigger shock. Beck? God damn it, Glenn Beck, get out of my video games. Listen, I understand the Lion War is tearing Ivalice apart, but just... Beck, stop crying. Stop crying. Alright, let's go here. Get a side attack and guard our back. Don't want to be too exposed. Ow. Lights are starting to make me nervous. Those break skills will be better once we get further along. Just buy broken stuff. But for now, it's just terrifying. Good man, Goodman. How poor is Lude? He seems like a nice guy. He didn't understand what he was getting into. Yeah, Islude, you would have been welcome as you just didn't know the bigger picture because, you know, everyone in charge is kind of a jerk. Poor Islude. Not exactly certain when I can get new copies of that. There wasn't exactly deeply entrenched in that fight to begin with. Oh hey, now that we talked about that. By we, I mean me. Stop taking credit for all my hard work. Jerks. So let's get this on the go. Yeah, break skill. God damn, is that obnoxious. At least when I was a Geomancer, I could kind of keep my distance, but in this one, I kind of have to let myself get hit by those self-same knights in order to do all that much. Ugh, it's infuriating. Infuriating, I tells ya. Well, we got this. Given the way this is going, we shouldn't have too much trouble, so we'll take care of this guy in Y-Graph, and I think we'll call it good for there. Means we'll have Grog Hill before we get to Yardhouse, so next session's going to be crowded on those two fights to begin with. So that makes this a good... That'll make that a good stopping time. Singleton. Dude, seriously, the names these people have. It's just so embarrassing. So many actions that don't matter. Just remove everybody but like me, Islude, and the two knights. Everyone else is basically an unperson. Okay, so 154, 67% chance, or 85, 91% chance. Or, nope, doesn't work. Yay! God damn it, counterattack. Don't break my stuff. Yeah, I could have taken that MP loss. But he can't reach me. Islude, don't break my stuff. Don't break it! You really what the? You're an archer. Why are you throwing rocks at me? You have a bow or a crossbow. Anything else? But where did you even get that rock? We're inside of it. Did you throw like a book at me and call it a rock, you asshole? Do you know how old that is? You destroyed a precious sacred book relic. Book rock. A rock book. Maybe that was a fossil for all we know. You are going to hell. Oh, thank God. That would have been one more reason to have to reset. However, he seems to have he's got a very high rate to break my stuff, and he only really, I don't think Uncertain if he's going to use it if he can't, if he's not right next to me. Seems to want to keep his distance. So, let's see, we could try to drain life, but that's not enough. We'd have to succeed twice. Oh wait, we got hit for some damage somewhere. That might actually be enough. There we go, he's sitting down, and there we go. Good! Now it's just Ygraph left. Alright, good. More holograms? What the hell? Goddamn, but with the holograms. Also, goddamn with assassination battles. I'm not saying that in an SCC they're actually rather important because they make an otherwise really difficult battle somewhat doable, but who thought it'd be a good idea to just have a fight where all you need to do is rush one guy, and that would be it. It makes these fights a lot less interesting than they could be. Now granted, like I said, I wouldn't want these battles to be harder, some of these battles to be harder because they'd be nigh impossible, but it's just wasted opportunity. This battle could have been fun, just with one more powerful than usual unit and all his minions. That could have been pretty cool. Alright, let's keep a step back, draw some out further. Although actually I don't think Ramza gets to pick his position here. Brother signs. Who says brother? Who says like brother Ramza? Like who talks like that? It's not like I'm a monk or something. It's not my title. You either say brother or you say my name. Don't like half and half, you lazy asshole. Apparently I can't decide where Ramza sits this fight. Why he didn't lightning strike me, I don't know. But whatever, I'll work with it. Assume you too are immune to sleep. God damn it, you guys take all the fun out of this. So we'll just go after him with Drain until we've got taken enough damage that Shock is better. What are the odds he just uses Crush Punch and insta-gives me? Anyone want to take bets? I'm starting to regret my really high dodge rate here. Oh, I lost the bet. Still, that's enough to kill him if I just keep shocking him from a distance, so... In fact, I think 2 should do it at this point. So let's just try to keep our distance from Ygraph so he doesn't have a chance to kill us. Melanie, Susie, Sushi. Oh. You are not Sushi. You're not even kind of Sushi. I feel betrayed. Shoot me. Give my shock strength. Oh. Aha! That's definitely enough then. As long as Ygraph can't kill me. Kinda wish Ygraph was more of a central character. I mean, he is a central character, but it's kind of just like beginning of Act 1, middle and end of Act 3. He's really should play a bigger role in the story, in my opinion, but what you gonna do? Anyway, got enough to kill him, so this was easy. Yeah, assassination battles start looking like they might be a bit samey over and over again. But hey, at least they're also fairly short. Okie doke. Well, that'll do it for the... God damn it, holograms! Is there anyone real here? I mean, is it just really the bosses and everybody else is a hologram? I'm getting sick of this. Anyway, those battles went fairly well. Don't know if we have any new gear. No, we're certainly not going to have new mantles by then. Even then, the Dracula mantle's only like +3 additional evade in both categories, so... It's not until we get the Feather Mantles. The Feather Mantle and the Excalibur are only real meaningful gear upgrades. Maybe there's a couple of accessories that are noteworthy, but it's really the mantles that are the big sellers, so... Shouldn't have any meaningful gear upgrades, and I'm probably not going to power level too much, although we'll see once I get to Yardo. Maybe I'll decide I can't do it in power level then. But I think we're all set for now. So, I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.